Next Level Mindset, bringing you another powerful and positive video. Proven ways to realize your greatness. I'm going to share with you how to fulfill your destiny, what has worked for me in my life. And if you watch this all the way through till the end, I'm going to share a bonus point, extra tips you do not want to miss. What's coming up? Let's do it. Greatness, realizing greatness, success, being on top, doing what they call making it. What does that really mean? I want to share some experiences from me, and if these things work for me, I know they will work for you. I want to let you know you have the power to fulfill your destiny in this life. The first proven way that I've realized in my life is to know you're worthy of it. That means a lot to me because when I was coming up, I can remember things that I've done in my life that makes me feel that at times I felt like I wasn't worthy to receive the best, and I had to take my time to realize you deserve exactly what you get. You deserve those blessings. So think about that in your life. Maybe you've done some things that you feel like sometimes you question it. Question if you're worthy of it. You are worthy of the best. In my life, on my journey, I've come to the point where I realize that I get exactly what I deserve. And if I put in the effort, receive the benefits, being a blessing, receiving the effort that I have done, I realize that I'm worthy of. So that's the first proven way that you're going to realize your greatness. Fulfill your destiny. You got to know you are worthy of it. In fact, I created my own affirmation. It says right here, right now, I am increasing my self-worth. Some would say yes, others will say no. Whatever happens, I know I am worthy and God is making me even worthier still. Use that affirmation. Increase your self-worth. You are worthy of the best. When you put those efforts in, and I'm talking to somebody right now. You're not out there trying to hurt somebody. You're not even trying to pull somebody down. You're the type that wants to encourage others. So I want to encourage you right now, wherever you are. When you get to that point where you only want the best and you strive for it, you work for it, paid your dues, put the time in, you are worthy to receive the best. Your greatness is right there within you. Realizing your greatness, the power. You have the power to fulfill your destiny. And because I can rethink back in my life the things that I've done, people you've hurt, people that you have let down, and sometimes the enemy in our minds tried to bring us down and tell us that we're not worthy. I came up in church. We used to always say, filthy rag. We used to have that filthy rag mentality. And now that I see that we are one, Jesus said, even in the Bible, Jesus said that we are one. So I recognize the God within me that I am has my back. We are one, and I can be worthy of receiving the best in my life. So remember that. Let me empower you. Let me encourage you. Never forget that you are worthy to receive the best. That's the first proven way to realize your greatness, fulfill your destiny, is to know you are worthy of having it in your life. That's number one. The second proven way to realize your greatness and to fulfill your destiny is to start seeing that final version right now, even as if it was already done. I like to think in my life, I like to see myself walking with that confidence, doing great things in my life. And it took me a while before I began to realize that if I could see it on my mind, I can achieve it in a certain amount of time. Believe you can do it, and you're already halfway there. And then as you begin to put forth those actions, one step at a time, it will begin to manifest in your life. That's what I have been experiencing in my life. I've been able to put those things into practice, starting with what I call a belief. You can call it a belief if you want to. Starting with that concept that I just believe in my heart. I know it can be done. Overcoming those doubts, building that self-confidence, knowing that it can be done, seeing the final version in your mind. To realize your greatness, you have the power to fulfill your destiny. So think about something in your life. Maybe it's a college career. It could be a business enterprise. Some of you watching this, you could have an enterprise in your life that you want to work on. You have a vision that God has placed in your mind, placed in your heart. Start seeing it as if it's already done. That is the second thing that has helped me in my life. Now, things that I only saw back then, I'm beginning to see them manifest right here in my life. I like what Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart, I like what he said. I don't have a job. I have a lifestyle that I love. See, I like that because that's where I'm at. I have a lifestyle that I'm able to love and enjoy and get paid to do what I love to do. And we're going to talk more about getting paid for what you love in a minute. But just think about that. Seeing that final version as if it's already completed, already done. That's how you realize your greatness and realize you have the power to fulfill the destiny God has purposed in your life. Now, before we go to this next one, I just want to take a little time and say thank you to all of my subscribers, all of my viewers, all of you coming back, investing in the channel, the Cash App, the donations, even the merchandise. It means a lot. Thank you. And if this is your first time, great music, entertainment, inspiration, motivation, subscribe, become a part of the family. We'd love to have you in our community. The third powerful way, proven way, is to start in your comfort zone. That if you can use that, use that. If not, lose that. I've never heard that, but that came to my spirit. Many times we try to wait until we get out of the comfort zone, but I found in my life I had to start right there in my comfort zone, realizing that it was only a temporary thing. It was not going to be a permanent setback in my life. And the more I began to realize that, it taught me that a lot of us, the mistake that we make, we want to wait until things change. We want to wait until we get out of the comfort zone. We want to get out of the comfort zone. But the Spirit told me in my heart, I've got to start right there in that comfort zone, taking the small steps, one step at a time, facing those fears, developing that courage. Remember that as you go forth, realizing your greatness, nobody really is talking about that. You have to start in your comfort zone. For many of us, it's impossible to just get right out of the comfort zone just like that. It may have been years and months. And for some of us, it's going to take a while to do that. So the thing that has helped me out of the comfort zone, it's about starting right there in the zone of comfort. Starting right there where you are. To realize your greatness, fulfill your destiny in your life. Don't wait to get out of the comfort zone. Start in your comfort zone and work your way out one step at a time. Always striving to go to that next level. And if you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. We want to go to the next level in everything that we do. Now, I do have some extra bonus points. I have an extra power tip, something personal I want to share with you. But hey, if you've enjoyed this so far, do me a favor and hit that like button. The algorithm signal will let other people know this video. OMG, this video, it'll let them know it's worth watching if you hit the like button for me. Thank you. For this first bonus point that I want to share with you, it deals with the power of acknowledgement and the power of ignoring things. I had to learn how to ignore those haters. I had to learn how to ignore those doubts that came in my mind, even in myself. I had to learn how to ignore those fears and acknowledge the things that I had already accomplished. Some of you right now, you already accomplished certain things. You already have examples of greatness in your life that you could share with others, but more importantly, that you can reflect back in your own life and say, hey, if I did that, I can do this. If God brought me through that, He can bring me through this. So think about that in your life. What references that you have that you can acknowledge, and what things can you start to ignore so that they won't keep you from manifesting the greatness in your life. All of us are great in a certain way. Think about it. If you're here right now watching this video, checking this out, you're able to hear, move around, create things, you're able to enjoy life. Somebody is being influenced by the things that you do. You have an impact on somebody's life. I want to share this video with you right here. Talks about how your life means so much, how you'll never know who's really influenced by you. I want that video to bless you. I think that would be a great video for you to watch next. So check that video out. See me over there. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more just like this. Stay blessed, stay positive, and remember, there's nothing that together we cannot do. I'll see you on the next level. Peace.